What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is Save1987, and today we're looking at part 16 of the mega finale of Let's Build. This is the Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon 30-minute missions, Weapon Set 03. We did Weapon Set 01 in the last two videos. Part 14 had to be split into two different videos because of power issues, or rather two parts, but it was all put all together anyway. Excuse me. And then, well, part 15 was just basically the other half of the videos with some weird shit going on with the other things. So yeah, every weapon set includes 4 weapons. We got the SG-27 Zimmerman, which is a shotgun, the H-3003 Collet, which is a handgun, BML G3 PO4 Acto-1, or Active Homing Missile, and then the BO-44 Huxley, or the Bullet Orbit, which is basically a drone. So yeah, we got more drone shit going up. This is Weapon Set 03, so I already got the thing, so let's just open it up. As always, let's that, and oh yeah, we're gonna have some guests in the video tonight. Say hello to the chat. Hello.
I used to do a solid impression of Linda Young's Frieza. I grew up with her, not Chris, but I love Chris. God bless him. You know, rest in peace, man. But I did a really solid Linda Young. Hold on, let me.
So we are doing this first. The Zimmerman. Hello.
Does anybody know about Linda Young?
No. Also, we got 2 sheets right here. Who the fuck am I beginning with?
Frieza's original English dub voice actress was a female.
Oh.
Wait. Named Linda Young. And she sounded like a chain smoker.
Wait a minute.
Let me
I get two of them? What the fuck? I get 2 of them. I get fucking 2 of them. What the fuck?
It's funny because that actually sounds kind of similar.
So, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing nice. Oh yeah, wait.
My mom she's probably gonna text me and be like, "What is that?" She's gonna be like, "Madison, what was that? What is that?"
Wait, Madison, like the Madison from the videos being a voice actor? I didn't know you wanted to be a voice actor.
Hey, Aiden, I have a question for you. What's up? Are you able to do a lug nut voice?
Of course, Lugnut is one of my favorites because he knows that Megatron is warming.
Oh,
I mean, but like lug nut and Transformers animated.
Yes, I do not have the vocal modulation, but this is the bass voice when he activates the punch of kill everything.
Okay, if you look at the chat and see if you can replicate the meme that I posted, it's a lug nut meme.
Yay!
So is it in the chat? Yeah, the little chat thing for this.
Hey,
This is beautiful.
Turn ready for our arrival, Autobots.
Oh, man.
It's perfect.
The hell? Oh, wait, what? What was that?
It was one vinegar.
Let's try that.
Okay, wait, I got a question. Should the Babers Tiny Games count as Gamer Edition?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We need a warpath.
I want a Leader Class 2007 game Triple Changer Shockwave.
I want a Voyager class warpath.
No offense to the Dark of the Moon design for Shockwave, but that design from the 2007 game was genius. Yes, absolutely. It is, out of the Babers designs we've gotten for Shockwave, that one is my favorite. Oh my god, that one just...
Too fucking fucking shotguns. What the
That's
fuck?
literally perfect to talk. But speaking of Lugnut, for one of you that asked, it's funny because Lugnut's voice is exactly the same as Hardshell from TFP. It's the same guy, it's still David K. But the only difference is, as Hardshell, he talks with an underbite. So, like, as Lugnut, he says,
Yes, I hear our master calling.
But as Hardshell, he says,
there is no greater ferocity than an insecticon hive.
It's the same voice, just with an underbite.
I forgot that David K voiced Lugnut.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna fucking do it because it's just two fucking shotguns. I can't help it. I can't help it. There.
Yes, he does.
There it is. We got two fucking shotguns, ladies and gentlemen.
Beast Megatron is one of my favorites. In fact, I had a little song that I put
You know what?
together that I saw somebody stole in a YouTube comment word for word, and I was so mad. And it's sung in the voice of Beast Wars Megatron, and I always start with,
This is Megatron, leader of the Predacons. I have a little song for you. Yes, I hate you, you hate me. I'll have peace through tyranny with a rubber duck and a Predacon or two. Yes, I'm going to destroy you.
Is there no?
oh my god, that's good.
Oh
Is there
my
no
fucking
information
god.
regarding who voiced who in Human Alliance? Is this just going to be?
Not to my knowledge.
No, that
Hold on.
yeah, human
The
and
only person that's in the credit. I'm actually looking into this. Only person that's
fucking
credited
double
as the
shotguns.
there was a voice direction.
Bro, this is amazing. They actually gave us two shotguns. I don't care if it's complete. I fucking love this. I'm done. Moving on. Moving on. Bet. Already agree with what he said. Moving on.
He failed.
What happened? Who failed, huh?
Go to heck.
Get out of here.
I love
another
it when
voice.
Khan just kind of like roars like a lion in Human Alliance.
I mean,
It's
he's
very
not
like
that though. One thing I would hate that
it's an actual lion roaring sound effect that they
he just added a word.
I fucking love these shotguns. This is one of the most overpowered builds in the game you can get.
Give us like they give us Skywars.
So we got more shit to put on now. We gotta give everyone now. Everyone.
By the way, stellar figure. Once I get a 3D printer, I'm gonna 3D print the Studio Series Starscream hands, and that's gonna peg into another piece with a ball joint on it for his wrist.
Oh, by the way, you're welcome for the primes.
That plug up into his arm cannons, so that way you can literally plug hands onto his arm cannons and give him proper hands.
You're welcome for the primes and for the dreads.
Yes. And Fatelip, speaking of the primes, I've cast a second one. Maddie here has agreed to be our Solus Prime.
Nice.
not even one interview. I'm just in.
Yep, I was like, hey, you want to be Solus? Yes. Okay.
I guess I'm Solus.
It's pretty easy to land a role with me. It's like, hey, can I voice this character? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out which character I want to voice because Frankie took Bumblebee, so I'll take someone else.
Yeah, Frankie is going to be voicing Prima and Bumblebee.
I figure he'd be Bumblebee because, like, he's the Bumblebee big fan. That will be a very missed opportunity. That's why I gave it up.
Absolutely.
That's why I gave it up. It wasn't because I didn't want to do it. It's because I figured someone else was more deserving of the role than me.
Right. And again, I really want Bolt Matrix to voice Alpha Trion. One, he's got a good voice. And two, he's one of, the founding fathers of Transformers reviews on YouTube. So it really seems fitting.
And as much as, we want Emgo, I don't think it's going to be...
He will either, but I'm going to reach out anyway.
Because, it's like a very, very long shot to do it. Because he's not a social person at all.
No, he's got a very short social battery.
So I got these. Now I gotta figure out which one to do.
And
Cause
I hopefully will have an answer. What?
Do you know if there are any other Transformers that Primus gets annoyed with besides for Coronation Starscream?
number 10.
Honestly,
For the left side, I want to use this for the
we've both been
shotguns to the
getting
left
a bit
side.
annoyed by that deluxe Bumblebee because he's becoming a shelf warmer.
The G1 one?
I love him. I love him. I just wish that some of his panels weren't different hues of yellow. But aside from that, I like him. I think he's adorable.
Okay, thank you. Now I know what to do for my next profile picture.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, he's a shelf warmer. He's been following us everywhere.
At least Starscream has stopped popping up, so he can finally start relaxing from that.
I don't understand what his deal is with Starscream. I freaking love Starscream. I will die by that.
It's not Starscream in like the character itself. It's just Coronation Starscream specifically.
Well, yeah, I don't like Coronation Starscream either. I think it's a waste of plastic. So.
Yeah, I mean the throne itself is great, but like I wouldn't pay $50 to get a garbage. A figure you're gonna put the garbage and.
I mean, I pretty much got it for free from you, and then I only kept the throne after that, and then I end up getting a throne.
Just made an add-on kit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Primus to join on one of these calls and waiting to see his reaction on my profile picture.
Oh my god, I don't think that's gonna happen for a little bit, cause like he's still trying to like get the perfect thing for social. And by the way, are you able to tell us what happened with that bet specifically that he lost?
Happened with what bet?
The bet that he lost that made him want to say, okay, fine, I'm finally building Lego Bumblebee.
Oh, he's not building it. But oh my gosh, I don't think I remember what the bet was about.
I thought he said he was going to send the pieces to someone for him to build.
I don't know. I even offered. I only live like an hour and a half away from him. I offered, but nothing's happening. So,
but I got this on Christmas Day, and they only took me an hour to build.
Yeah.
At this point, I'll build it myself and then just give it back to him and say, just tell them that you did it yourself. Tell them that you did it, so he'll be happy.
One job that I really want, and I hope I would get, is like if I ever moved to Florida, I would go and talk to the folks at Universal Orlando so I could voice either Optimus or Megatron for the ride, preferably Megatron for the interactive character, because he says some out-of-pocket stuff and I love it.
Do you think you're capable of that kind of stuff? Like just being you're just being that mental out of nowhere.
They don't do that stuff anymore in Orlando. You're gonna have to go to California. They used to years ago, but then now they have automated voice lines for him.
Oh, that's terrible. See, because like I would love to do that because I'd be doing Megatron's voice. The guy they've got is pretty good in California. He's pretty good, and he's really, really fun.
All right, so this was the Coalet. Now we are doing the homing missile. I'm not saying the full name.
And he goes,
How you doing? I don't care. I don't care at all. I've been out here looking for Autobots.
and he's like,
I see you've been to Hogwarts. Why don't you cast a spell, make your bullies disappear?
I was like, oh.
He wants all the smoke.
Yes, and I
Bro.
appreciate that.
Yeah, they used to have a voice actor.
Hey, Aiden, you just got asked a question in Bumblebuzz. It says, "Is Mirage?"
I was like I was like eight or nine, and he scared the crap out of me because I accidentally went over the yellow line, and he told me something along the lines of, he called me an insignificant ant, I think.
Bro.
Back behind the line, you insignificant ant.
He got really mad at me for doing that. He got really mad at me.
One of the people who ended up voicing Megatron for one of the sites, it was either in California or in Florida, was Kellen Goff of Five Nights at Freddy's fame.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, he's, Glam Rock Freddy, Fun Time Freddy, the
And-
Sun and Moon.
And he's also the he got I'm not sure you guys noticed, fun fact, he got the voice of Sun and Moon from Laserbeak in Dark of the Moon.
Wait, I got that from Jobby. Dude, I love reading for Laserbeak, though, because, we did the Dark of the Moon script, and reading for Laserbeak was so much fun,
Jim, you are my favorite. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I know. But my superiors need me to suicide you. What did you say to it, Wiki?
I love how slimy he is.
So are we doing Age of Extinction or The Last Night today or no?
I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll definitely do more of those. And when we do TF1, it's gonna be a call where Frankie's here because he's got to be Bumblebee.
Yes, just yes.
I can just picture him, what? After Alpha Trion says, Sentinel is no prime.
With some work, I think he could be a pretty solid voice actor with some work.
I will teach him the ways of the Force.
From a close friend, I'm very,
He's gonna be a Padawan?
yeah, he has that that very youthful kind of vibe to him. I think it would fit me.
I think he could, you know what, and given how much he's done for the Transformers community, I don't doubt that at some point Hasbro would reach out and be like, hey, so, you're pretty big in the community, people like you, why don't you come over and work for me? And on that day, I hope he says, hey, you know where I learned this from? I'll just ride his coattails.
Bruh. By the way, Mirage Prime asked you if Mirage is going to be in a motion comic. He wants to be him.
Is going to be a significant part of the Autobot team, yes.
Okay, so Mirage Prime is asking if he can be him.
Send me some voice clips of you as Mirage. If it's close to what we're looking for, I'll work with you on tuning stuff up. And we'll see.
Let me see. He's not. Oh yeah, he is in the chat. Okay. So I hope I hope he heard that. Oh yeah, he did. He said, "All right, all right."
Prime.
What's up?
I'm gonna have to get into her vibe.
All right. So the way I've written Solus is very similar to Freya from the Norse saga of God of War games. She has a sense of humor, and she's usually really well put together. And of course, with what happens with Megatronus, that does still happen. So Megatronus has a bit of a redemption arc. He carries the Forge around with him for thousands of years because he regrets what happened, and he keeps it with him in the hopes that, if he, should he become one with the Allspark, that he'll find her and she'll forgive him. And so Solus does make it back to our realm through a big convoluted ritual with the other primes that have survived, because they're dealing with Unicron and a 14th prime that it was an excuse to use the Revenge of the Fallen. So I constructed a whole new prime, who was basically the prototype for the 13. Now, when Primus created this being, it was pretty soon after he'd been initially attacked by Unicron, so he was festering with dark energy. When he made this first prime, that first prime was unintentionally infused with a massive amount of that dark energy. And so the prime that we see, that is just the Revenge of the Fallen version of Megatronus, I've dubbed him Malice Prime, because he is nothing but malice. So it's MALUS Prime. And he is an abomination.
Oh my god.
The primes are going to be interesting characters because they're going to have their own kind of subplot that bookends the story. Because we'll get an initial scene of Unicron's attacks throughout history on Cybertron, with, of course, your speech by Optimus going over it, explaining what's happening. And so we'll get stuff like that. We'll kind of get a quick look at, when the Prime Dynasty fell apart, stuff like that.
Oh, this is going to be angsty. I like it. Ooh, I like it.
All right. And the artifacts of the Primes are used quite a lot throughout the story, because I have explained to Fatelift that Reliquary, which is the name of the series, is literally MacGuffin the series, and I will not deny that. In fact, we pull a Transformers Prime, and Megatron ends up finding Megatronus and coerces him into giving him the Forge of Solus Prime. Because once Optimus is granted the power of the Primes, and gets his Night form, Megatron freaks out, which is not normal for this version of Megatron, because I based this version of Megatron here on Grand Admiral Thrawn. So, Reliquary Megatron is a very cold and calculating villain. And so, to see him panic, we know something's going on. So he gets the Forge, and he finds Alpha Trion's old sword, as they're looking through the Tomb of the Primes, which is also where he gets the Requiem Blaster. And he takes the Forge, a chunk of Dark Energon, and Alpha Trion's sword, and with this, he forges the Dark Star Saber. And things get crazy.
Sounds pretty good. I'm excited. Cool.
All right. There's going to be a great meme reference when he's building the Star Saber as well, because the sound effect of the Forge of Solus Prime hitting the saber is going to be the same sound that they used in Iron Man when he's making the Mark I. I just think it'd be really cool.
No way.
But I'm going to, instead of having the Iron Man theme in the background, it's going to be the TFP Decepticon theme. So as he's, creating this weapon of mass destruction.
That sounds absolutely perfect.
Honestly, I've been thinking about Starscream for a little bit inside of Reliquary, and the way that you describe Megatron as like the Grand Admiral Thrawn, since you say that Starscream is the more, I guess, he's intelligent but still conniving. What if he's kind of like the Director Krennic to Grand Admiral Thrawn, if you know what I mean?
That's pretty much exactly the dynamic that he has. And Starscream, who I do have cast, by the way, he's going to be voiced by a friend of mine, he is a very two-faced character. And I mean that in the most underhanded way possible. Because in front of Megatron, he's very much the Starscream we know. He's, oh, my master, such a brilliant scheme. But behind the scenes, he's not a coward. Behind the scenes, with the Decepticons he's gathering to form a coup against Megatron, he talks very, very seriously. He has a plan,
Oh my god, I was like, yes.
Now, what ends up happening... What happens to Starscream is great, though, because he finally stages his coup on the bridge of the Nemesis. And Megatron is standing there, hands behind his back, very Thrawn-like, looking out the window. And, the door's shut behind the Decepticons. And he turns around, and, of course, Starscream starts making his whole speech, and Megatron just brings a hand up. And Megatron stares him down. Starscream stops talking mid-sentence. And he looks at the other Decepticons, and he goes,
Those of you who are not loyal to Starscream, return to your duties.
And they back away. They leave Starscream. They open the door, and they close it behind Starscream.
No.
Megatron says not a word as he's walking to Starscream, who, as we can see, is very quickly beginning to panic. And he brings up his missile launcher. He's ready to shoot Megatron. Megatron grabs his arm, snaps his missile launcher off, and jams it into Starscream's chest, and he kicks him across the room. And Starscream, instead of saying, no, please, instead of doing that, he's talking smack. He's talking about how he's gonna lead the Decepticons into an age of chaos, and he's gonna get them all killed. And Megatron grabs him by the head, and he goes, "You would not do any better." And he twists his head and pulls it off, and he throws it to Shockwave, and he says, "Keep it alive." Damn, Star's name is
TFA? Is this a TFA
So-
reference?
sort of, yeah.
Is this a
Damn.
TFA reference?
Yeah. Thank you all for
Where's my
watching.
favorite Minecraft block, speaking of
Fuck
TFA?
yeah,
But
I
anyway,
love these.
that's the
If you enjoyed this video, I hope you
crazy.
consider
That
clicking
sounds freaking
notifications
gnarly.
so you can be updated on
And
updates and
there's initially
videos.
gonna be a stop
Please
motion
like,
series, but it's
comment,
gonna be
share, and
so much
subscribe.
faster to do.
And
It's
as
gonna be
always,
coming.
let the last cinders burn.